In 2008, I was given permission to visit the island of Fremont. Fremont Island is normally isolated in the Great Salt Lake. However, a severe drought had created a large land bridge which allowed me to fly over it safely, land on the island, spend a day hiking around and visiting the island. The island today is now owned by the state of Utah and is allowed and open for visitors if you're able to get out to it. This was a chance of a lifetime and a fun flight. This one's dedicated to my wingman, Morton Sparks. I miss him every day.
Well, here I am. I made it to Fremont Island. What an adventure. It was a long flight getting here. I had a little bit of a headwind. It took me about 56 minutes to get here. But what a flight. It was really neat. Saw some like wells or springs out in the middle of the lake. Kind of looked like little hot springs or geyser kind of things. And came out here, and as you can see, there's tons and tons of lake bed out there to land on, just nice and flat, no weeds. This is actually the runway site up here. kind of hard to see from this perspective, but from the air there's a well-defined kind of track right along through here. Runs along kind of this little hill, but there's all this sagebrush and stuff, and the train's on a slope and different things. Here's some four-wheeler tracks and stuff, so you can kind of see it better. But I opted to just land out on the flat because there's plenty of it. So this is really pretty cool. Out here, there's actually a plane coming over this way. I don't know if he's planning on landing here or not. But kind of cool. As far as I know, I'm the only person out here right now. Well, here's the runway. I'm walking on it. As you can see, it's been trampled by cows and stuff, and fairly rough, but no, I mean, not terrible. And some sagebrush on the sides. So I'm glad I picked where I did out there in the open. It's a little bit more open, a little smoother actually, I think. So I'm just kind of walking around and exploring here for a few minutes, and I'll be going back and packing things up and headed back. But wow, this is cool. I tell you, I want to come out here, fly out here, and camp a night, and go up and do some hiking. I'd love to hike up, I guess, up at the top of the highest peak out here. Kit Carson, he was out here in the 1800s and went to the top of one of these peaks and carved his initials on a cross at the top out there, up here. And you can see that. And somewhere there's a little cabin on the island, and then there's some graves out here as well for a family that lived out here, the only family ever to live here, from the 1800s. A judge and his wife, he had tuberculosis and was told he might live longer if he lived out here because of the climate. He moved out here, and he lived here quite a while, and he lived a little bit longer, I guess. And then they buried their whole family out here after they died. But pretty interesting. Be some fun. Be a fun camping spot. Boy, you wouldn't have anybody bugging you. I bet you can see some stars out here at night. Well, I just hiked up to this peak here. It's not the highest peak, but nonetheless, it's up there a ways. What a view! This is spectacular. This is cool. It's Antelope Island without the tourist stuff. No roads, no other people, no rangers to get mad. This is awesome. This is what flying's about. Way down there, the valley floor, way down there in the flats, in the lake flat there where it used to be water, is my PPC awaiting my return. I had to see this, though. I don't know when I'll get out here again. I hope sooner than later. They were very willing to let me come out. They told me to come out anytime I wanted and enjoy it, hike around, have fun. I'm guessing the peak over there is where Kit Carson's cross is. I'd like to find the cabin and the graves. I'm not sure where they're at. I'll have to find out, do some more research. And there's Indian ruins out here too. I don't know where those would be at. Across over there is Promontory. Pretty awesome. My battery's gonna die. Morton, I miss you. I wish you were here. This is an adventure we should have done. So we'll catch you later. I'm glad to be able to record it and share it with you. Spectacular.